Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. Hello, Mom. Hey! Hello, Jeffy. Hi, Ron. Sharp. Hi. Hey, Rosie. Hello, Bill Walker. I used to live right along beside the Rock Island line, the main line, down on the Cotton Belt route in southwest Arkansas. Little bitty boy used to watch the trains go by. Boy, they made a lot of noise. Coming out of New Orleans down there, they come out of the toll gate going north, and a man's got to report what he's carrying because you can get just about anything in New Orleans. Ain't you, Joe? Yeah, well, a man stopped and he said, what do you got on that train? He said, no, I can't toll you. I can't toll you. He said, you better toll me if you're going north. He said, all right, I'll toll you. I got livestock, I got livestock. I got cows, I got pigs, I got sheep, I got mule, I got all livestock. I got all livestock, I got all livestock. So he said, all right, go on. Get out of here. So he went on through the toll gate. Went through, he started picking up a little bit of speed, a little steam. Went on up through Shreveport and Memphis, St. Louis, Rock Island, Chicago. And when they went up the driving wheels sounded like that. Hey, the Rock Island line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island line is a road to ride. Rock Island line is a mighty good road. If you ride, you got to ride it like you finally get stick at that station on the Rock Island line. Cloudy in the west and it look like rain. Around the curve come a passenger train. Northbound train and a southbound track. All right, leaving, but he won't be back down the Rock Island line. Mighty good road, the Rock Island line is a road to ride it. Rock Island line is a mighty good road. Well, now if you ride it like you finally get stick at that station on the Rock Island line. Hey, when it gets up in southern Illinois, then it starts picking up some speed in the flatland. Yeah, A, B, C, W, X, Y, Z, your cat's in the cupboard and it don't see me. Down the Rock Island line, a mighty good road. The Rock Island line, a road to ride. Rock Island line, a mighty good road. Well, if you ride, you got to ride it like you finally get stick at that station on the Rock Island line. Cloudy in the west and it look like rain. Around the curve come a passenger train. Northbound train on a southbound track. All right, leaving, but he won't be back down the Rock Island line. Mighty good road, the Rock Island line, a road to ride. Rock Island line, a mighty good road. Well, if you ride, you got to ride it like you finally get stick at that station on the Rock Island line. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, my friends, and hello once again from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm glad to see you again. We got a good show for you tonight. Our guests are Jackie DeShannon, Neil Diamond, that Easy Rider fella, Dennis Hopper is with us tonight, plus Claude King and a special feature on tonight's show that we call Country Gold. Plus our own great family of regulars, the Carter family, the Statler brothers, Carl Perkins, and the Tennessee Three. My wife, June Carter. Hi, honey. How are you doing? Glad to see you tonight. How you doing, baby?
Fine. I'm ready.
Oh, yeah?
I think I'm ready.
I think probably there are not too many people know it tonight that are here tonight, but June is a fine poet.
And I know it. I do. At least I'm supposed to. But you see, honey, I want to do this little poem, see, about that woodpecker that's out at the house. You know, the one that pecks on that wood all the time. His name is Paul. I named him Paul, and it's a poem, and it's for all the woodpeckers who never gets a poem done about him, because a woodpecker hardly ever gets a poem done about him. Okay. So it's for all the woodpeckers who peck wood.
Here's June and her poem about the woodpecker named Paul.
Oh, yeah, the woodpecker named Paul. Paul the woodpecker. A woodpecker once named Paul wouldn't peck wood hardly at all. He said, wood tastes rotten, I'd rather peck cotton, 'cause cotton pecking's my call. So Paul the woodpecker who wouldn't peck cotton, and he oughtn't or shouldn't, and what's worse, later on, when the cotton was gone, he tried to peck wood, and he couldn't.
You did good. You did good. You did too.
Wasn't really too good.
You did good.
No, I worked on it a while, but was it really too good, see?
Hey, what do you say? Help me now in welcoming a fine singer and writer. Here he is, son. Neil Diamond.
Sure.
Oh, crackling nosy, get on board. We gonna ride till there ain't no more to go. Taking it slow. Lord, don't you know? Have me a time with a poor man's lady, hitching on a twilight train. Ain't nothing here that I care to take along. Maybe a song to sing when I want. Don't need to say please to no man for a happy tune. Oh, I love my rosy child. You got the way to make me happy. You and me, we go in style. Crackling rose, your store-bought woman. You make me sing like a guitar humming. So hang on to me, girl, our song keeps running on. Play it now, play it now, play it now, my baby. Crackling rose and make me smile. Lasts for an hour, well, that's alright. We got all night. Set the world right. Find us a dream that don't ask no questions, yeah. Thank you very much. I would like to dedicate this song to a man named Bob Russell. Bob wrote the words to it, and as it turned out, they were the last words he was to write. The title of the song is taken from a very well-known Boys Town stamp, and the stamp portrays two young boys, one carrying the other on his back, and the caption reads, "He ain't heavy, father. He's my brother. It's a long, long road with many winding turns that leads us to who knows where. Where, but I'm strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. So on we go. His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. We'll get there. For not encounter me. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. at all. I'm laden with sadness that everyone's heart isn't filled with the madness of love for one another. It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on our way to hell, why not share? Grandpa Lord doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. He ain't heavy. He's my brother.
Good things often come in small packages. And this young lady is a great big ball of talent. Great songwriter, great singer, Miss Jackie DeShannon.
Well, I pulled into Nazareth, feeling about half past dead. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where can I find a bed? He just grinned, shook my hand, no was all he said. Take the load off, Fanny. Take that load for free. Take the load off, Fanny. And you put the load right on me. I picked up my bag. Picked up my bag. I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw Harmon and the devil walking side by side, well, I said, hey, come on, let's go downtown. She said, I got to go, but my friend can stick around. Take the load off, Fanny. Take that load for free. Take the load off, Fanny. You put the load right on me. You just put it on me. Slow down, Miss Moses, 'cause there's nothing you can say. It's just old Luke. Luke is waiting on the judgment day. Now, Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? Said, do me a favor, hon, won't you stay, keep Annalie company. Take a load off, Fanny. Take that load for free. Take a load off, Fanny.
Jackie DeShannon.
This old house gave us great music. This old house gave us great stars. Hear the echo in the rafters of those banjos and guitars. Hear a million songs resounding from the walls that heard it all. Country music is the pillar. This old house will never fall.
That's right, Jackie. This old house has been standing a long time. It was built back in the 1800s as a church first. Had some great preaching in here as well as music. Billy Sunday, a lot of big evangelists. But 1941 came along and the Grand Ole Opry was 16 years old when they moved into here in 41. And since 41, there's been some great country music talent right here on this stage.
I know, John, and every time I think of the Grand Ole Opry, I remember that great artist, Patsy Cline. Oh, I fall to pieces each time I see you again. Oh, I fall to pieces. You walk by and I fall to pieces.
You turned me up, too. Patsy Cline will always be remembered, and another great Opry favorite of mine is Cowboy Copas. He sang this song. Well, I went to a turkey roast down the street. The people down there eating like wild geese. I'm on my way, and I'm going back to Alabama. Hey, you talk about people have a whale of time, eating up a chicken and a drinking that wine. I'm on my way, and I'm going back to Alabama.
Ain't gonna
Don't need this house no longer, ain't gonna lose this history. Ain't got time to think of trouble, ain't got time for misery. When I hear the music playing, when I hear the voices sing, ain't gonna lose this inspiration that this grand old building brings.
You know, John, the Grand Ole Opry has turned out a lot of stars. And I guess you can say that Hank Williams was one of the biggest. And this is a song that's still echoing throughout this building. Hey, hey,
Hey.
good looking. What you got cooking? Well, I've got cooking something up with me. Hey, hey, sweet baby. Well, don't you think maybe we could find ourselves a brand new recipe?
Hey, you know, speaking of stars, well, I can see Red Foley standing over there in the spotlight now, singing a song that I won't ever forget. Have you ever passed a corner of 4th and Grand, where the follow rhythm got a shoeshine stand? People gather around and they clap their hands. He's a great big bundle of joy. He pops a boogie-woogie rag, the Chattanooga shoeshine boy. Yeah, well, we won't forget Red Foley, Patsy Cline, Hank Williams, Cowboy Copas, and we won't forget this old house.
Ain't gonna leave this house no longer, ain't gonna lose its history. Ain't got time to think of trouble, ain't got time for misery. When I hear the music playing, when I hear those voices sing, ain't gonna lose this inspiration that this grand old building brings. Ain't gonna lose this inspiration that this grand old building brings.
Hey, you did fine. You sure did good. Jackie DeShannon. Come along and ride this train. Come along and ride this train. Across the mountains, prairies, reservations, rivers, levees, plains, come along and ride this train. Ride this train. Ride this train with me to the year 1859. The place is Titusville, Pennsylvania. Hey, you see that makeshift drilling rig over there? It's not drilling for water, mister. It's drilling for oil. It was put there by Colonel Edwin Ellsrake. He learned that oil could be refined into kerosene. See, he was going to give them whale oil fellers a run for their money. A year went by and they went down 69 feet and nothing but dust. But then one Sunday, this old boy went to Drake and said, hey, me and the boys are on the way to church, but I just thought I'd tell you, Colonel, that hole we dug is see plumb full of that old oil. Drilling, drilling, muscle and machine, a mighty race at a devil's pace, trying to catch a dream. A rumbling sound, trembling ground, 100 feet of pure oil reaching for the sky. And the news was out. Colonel Drake's well was producing 35 barrels of oil a day at $40 a barrel. There was a stampede to northwestern Pennsylvania to rival the California gold rush. Oil was on its way. But everybody wasn't exactly sure of what to do with this new product, oil. One old Pennsylvania farmer said, I think this is going to taste mighty good, and he poured it over his hotcakes. A young Ohio merchant saw a different future for oil. 1 gallon of kerosene sold for as much as a barrel of crude oil. Well, by 1863, this ambitious man had built over 20 refineries in his hometown of Cleveland. By the way, his name was John D. Rockefeller. Drilling, drilling, muscle and machine, a devil race at a devil's pace, trying to catch a dream. A rumbling sound, trembling ground, and 100 feet of pure oil reaching for the sky. Just after the turn of the century, a new phase in oil well drilling took place, the gusher. Captain Anthony Lucas, he drilled 18 months, but without success, just south of Beaumont, Texas, at a place called Spindletop. You know, the authorities said that there could be no oil on the coastal plains of Texas. But on the morning of January 10th, 1901, the well mud was followed by gas, salt water, rocks, and finally oil. It gushed hundreds of feet toward the Texas sky. Everybody in Beaumont headed out to see the fantastic sight. One rancher got on his horse and rode hell-bent for leather toward Beaumont, yelling, hey, they've got a wild oil well out there and the damn thing's ruining my land. Drilling, drilling, muscle and machine, a mighty race, a devil's pace, trying to catch a dream. A rumbling sound, trembling ground, and 100 feet of pure oil reaching for the sky. The world never saw anything like Spindletop. The gusher was spewing 100,000 barrels of oil a day. 5 other gushers came in. 6 wells in Texas were producing as much oil as all the other wells on earth. In 1 year, 440 gushers came in on Spindletop. Tiny dots on the map became legends overnight. El Dorado, Glenpool, Ponca City, Seal Beach, and Teapot Dome. But riches and fame didn't come to everybody. There were the dry holes. Fortunes were lost drilling within a few feet of a gusher. And there was always the man-killing work to be done by the oil crews. Tool pushers, drillers, dressers, cathead men, pipe rackers, boiler men, shooters, roustabouts, and especially the roughnecks. These men were the do-anything, anytime, anywhere, drinking, cussing, fighting muscle, and backbone of the industry, rain or shine, day or night, working, sweating. Well, I was born in a boomer shack about a half a mile from town. My papa was a driller on the Wildcat crew, and my mama never was around. Hey, I learned to cuss when I was 2, to fight when I was 3, and by the time I was 5, there was no kid alive could ever get the best of me. I was born to be a roughneck, I'll never amount to nothing. Pulling case and laying pipe is hard labor. Hey, well, I started working like a regular man when I was just about knee-high. Skinning my knuckles on my 2 bare hands, but they never heard me cry. I remember walking down the street and I'd hear somebody say he was born to live a roughneck's life and he's never gonna change his ways. Yes, I was born to be a roughneck, I'll never amount to nothing. Pulling case and laying pipe is hard labor. Probably more than any other product this land produces, oil has contributed so highly to the progress of our world. It's used in 1,000 products that sometimes we take for granted, from axle grease to gasoline, pocket combs to moon rockets, medicines, plastics. And it all started with a man called Colonel Drake just 120 years ago. So, good night, Colonel Drake, and thanks for the oil. I was a quart low. Welcome to Country Gold, a time to get a little better acquainted with some of the great country recording artists and their songs. Songs that have found a special place in a million hearts, truly country gold. Tonight we're proud to honor Claude King, a native of Shreveport, Louisiana, and the first member of the famous Louisiana Hayride. Our mutual friend, the late Johnny Horton, helped secure a contract for Claude with Columbia Records, and shortly thereafter in 1962, with a song written by Merle Kilgore and Claude, based on a true story about Merle Kilgore's uncle, Clifton Clowers from Formosa, Arkansas. Claude King proved that he was an international star. In 1962, the song was voted Record of the Year. To date, it sold more than 3 million copies. Welcome with me to Country Gold, Claude King's Wolverton Mountain.
They say don't go on Wolverton Mountain if you're looking for a while. 'Cause Clifton Clowers has a pretty young daughter. He's mighty handy with a gun and a knife. Her tender lips are sweeter than honey, and Wolverton Mountain protects her there. The bears and the birds help Clifton Clowers. If a stranger should enter there, all of my dreams on Wolverton Mountain, I want his daughter for my wife. I'll take my chances and climb that mountain. Though Clifton Clowers, he might take my life. Her tender lips are sweeter than honey, and Wolverton Mountain protects her there. The bears and the birds help Clifton Clowers. If a stranger clouds. I'm gonna climb up on his mountain. I'm gonna take the girl I love. I don't care about clipping flowers.
Claude King. You know, making a good film is like writing a good song. You got to have a good idea and communicate a message. And our next guest is known as both an excellent film director and a fine actor. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Dennis Hopper. Hey, Dennis. Welcome. Yeah. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Glad to have you with us. You did it.
I'm so glad to be here. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Hope it didn't come from the kitchen.
June's in the kitchen. It may have. You did a movie called Easy Rider, and you just finished one called The Last Movie in Peru. Is that right?
Yep.
The Last Movie is the name of the movie.
And Chris was down there. Chris Christopherson.
Yeah.
He wrote some of the last songs for the last movie.
June and I were out, we drove up to Taos one day in New Mexico. Looked for you, never did see you.
You making that film down there with Kirk Douglas.
Right, we did a film.
It's good. What's the name of it?
A Gunfight.
Gunfight. Good. Yeah. You got to be a great actor.
Well, I don't know
When you're a
about
great
that.
singer, you
I
got to
had
be a
fun
great actor.
doing
It's
it.
the same thing.
Thank you.
I can't sing, but
That's
it's the
very
same
nice.
thing.
Hey, Chris wrote a song about you, though. You know that?
Well, he sort of put us in a wearing blender, I think, and like scrambled it up.
I think
he
so.
put himself in there, too.
I recognized a few of the lines
Yeah.
of that song. Hey, see him wasted on the sidewalk in his jacket and his jeans, wearing yesterday's misfortunes like a smile.
Once he had a future full of money, love, and dreams, which he spent like they was going out of style.
And he keeps right on a-changing for the better or the worse, and searching for a shrine he's never found.
Never knowing if believing is a blessing or a curse,
Or if the going up is worth the coming down. Oh, he's a poet,
He's a picker, he's a prophet,
he's a pusher,
a
he's a
snicker,
pilgrim and a preacher, and a problem when he's stoned. He's a walking contradiction, partly truth and partly fiction, taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. Oh, he's a poet,
he's a picker, he's a prophet,
he's a pumper, he's a pilgrim and the preacher, and the problem when he's stoned. He's a walking contradiction, partly truth and partly fiction, taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. Hey, Dennis, did you ever get lost going from the house to the mailbox
I have,
in broad daylight?
most of the time.
Hey, you got something else you want to do
Yeah.
for us? We'd love to hear
I got something I want to do for you. And I
Okay.
think it's something that you and I and everybody here can understand. It's an Englishman wrote it, but it's the middle word in life in the English language, and it's called if. If is the middle word
We got
in
a
life.
special spot for you. Dennis
Thank
Hopper,
you.
ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen.
If you can keep your head when all about you losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for the doubting too, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet, don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream, but not make dreams your master. If you can think, but not make thoughts your aim. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, and you just treat these two impostors just the same, or bear to hear the truth that you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things that you've given your life to broken, and stoop and build them up again with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it in one turn of pitch and toss and lose, start again at your beginnings. Never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and your nerve and your sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, but never lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distant run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you're going to be a man, my son.
Thank you. I want to remember that before John Carter someday. Thank you, Daddy. Hey! Well, my daddy left home when I was 3. Didn't leave very much to my ma and me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him because he running hit, but the meanest thing that my daddy did before he left, he named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd turn red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. But I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard, my wits got keen. I roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man and give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew at an old saloon on a street of mud, and there at a table dealing stud sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold. I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die." Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, came up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. Then I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the walls and into the street, kicking and a gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. Well, I'll tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. Well, I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he reached for his gun, but I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye, and I knew you'd have to get tough or die. It's that name that'll help to make you strong. just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me, and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your gut and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the that named you Sue. What could I do? Well, I got all choked up and I threw down my gun. I called him my pa and he called me his son, and I come away with a different point of view. And I think about it now and then, every time I try and every time I win. If I ever have a boy, I'll just name him John Carter. There's a sound you don't hear very much anymore. That's the sound of the altar harp, played by Mother Maybelle Carter, the way she's been doing it. Mother Maybelle and the Carter family. Here's a story that I told last season, and this one reading received more comments and requests for us to repeat than anything else we did the whole year. I'd like to dedicate this to the average guy, to the so-called little man, the day laborer, the working man that gets up early and works hard, to the man whose name you may never read in the paper or hear on the radio. And my friend, no matter who you are, you're a VIP. you're a very important person to somebody. Consider this man's life. Here was a man. Here was a man who was born in a small village, the son of a peasant woman. He grew up in another small village. Until he reached the age of 30, he worked as a carpenter. Then for 3 years he was a traveling minister, but he never traveled more than 200 miles from where he was born, and where he did go, he usually walked. He never held political office. He never wrote a book. He never bought a home. He never had a family. He never went to college, and he never set foot inside a big city. But yes, here was a man that though he never did one of the things that you would associate with greatness, he had no credentials but himself. He had nothing to do with this world except through the divine purpose that brought him to this world. While he was still a young man, the tide of popular opinion turned against him. Most of his friends ran away. One of them denied him. One of them betrayed him and turned him over to his enemies. Then he went through the mockery of a trial, and he was nailed to a cross between two thieves. And even while he was dying, his executioners gambled for the one piece of property that he had in this world, and that was his robe. When he was dead, he was taken down from the cross and laid into a borrowed grave provided by compassionate friends. More than 19 centuries have come and gone, and today he's the centerpiece of our race, our leader in the column to human destiny. And I think I'm well within the mark when I say that all of the armies that ever marched, all of the navies that ever sailed the seas, all of the legislative bodies that ever sat, and all of the kings that ever reigned, all of them put together have not affected the life of man on this earth so powerfully as that one solitary life. Here was a man. Thank you. We had a fine time, and if you want more of the same, try and make it next week. And our guest will be old Goober himself, George Lindsay, Miss Joni Mitchell, and Joe South. Hope you can join us. I'd like to tell you that immediately following our show tonight, I recommend that you stay tuned for a new action-adventure series, Dan August, starring Burt Reynolds as Detective Dan August. So until next week, remember, I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Good night, Bill Walker.